Hey guys, happy Thursday or whatever day it is where you're at. Mars went into Leo today and it's making people a lot more energetic for themselves and it's exciting, but make sure you watch out for ego wars. Don't lash out at anything that's not worth it. But it's a really powerful energy. Use it to your guys' benefit. My Mars is natally in Leo. It's retrograde, so it's not normally this direct, but I'm liking the energy. I'm liking the feel. I'm excited to see what it brings. It's a lot of creative potential, so I'm going to go ahead and jump on that right now. So I decided to pull again a house card, a zodiac card, and a planet card to kind of give another description post about a placement that people don't really give a lot of descriptions about when you combine all three. So today we have the moon. You can see right here. And Aries, the fire sign. Passionate, driven, in the 11th house. Okay, so the moon. If you're someone with the moon in this placement, your moon, it represents your emotional self. It's your core, it's your foundations, it's what it means for you to feel comfortable, and it's your natural reactions to things. Your moon, like the sun comes out at day and it lights up our world, but when it goes away, the moon is what lights us up. So it's kind of our underground energy when we don't have that full sunlight to shine. And the moon is very reactive. It's our emotions and it's raw. So we tend to respond with this energy based on just pure reaction. It's very intuitive though, and it has a sort of inner knowing to it. There's like past experiences with this energy basically. Even if it's not in this lifetime, it's from past lives that kind of give you an edge to this energy that kind of makes you more comfortable in these vibes. Now, Aries. So if your moon is in Aries, you're someone who's very passionately driven when it comes to your emotions. Aries is the first sign, and there's not much experience to go on. So even though you have experience in Aries energy, you may feel very unexperienced when it comes to emotions. It's kind of like what's in your emotional world is all that there is. So these people, they tend to kind of identify with their emotions a lot, and they kind of sort through their emotions without any real roadmap to go off of. They just kind of deal with their emotions with how they feel. And Aries itself is very reactionary. So we have the moon, which is reactionary. We have Aries that is reactionary. So these people, they do react strongly. They react with a fire and a passion that matters to them. These are the people who, Aries goes to war for what matters. So these people will go to war for their emotions, for their security, for their comfort. These people, the moon is also the mother, so they might have had a very independent mother, someone who was very driven or focused on her own identity and kind of encouraging the child to have their own identity as well. So for you, having personal freedom, space to do your own thing, space to define yourself as you are is really, really important. Now in the 11th house, the 11th house is the house of friends, social groups, society, humanity. It's a social thinking house. It tends to think, what do the people need and how can I deliver it? So for these people, they find comfort in their friends. They might have very unique friends, and they might not really follow any, like they might not have friends that other people around them have. They might find their own path in terms of like who they hang out with and who they connect with. But these people they connect with, it's their home. It's their family. Their family doesn't just reside in their actual family. These people might have actually even had mothers or families who were kind of in and out without much warning. Even adoption may be possible with these people, or just like neighborhood community members that kind of step up as family members, even if they don't need to. Even if you have family like parents and siblings and whatnot, these people can go out into the world and seek home. Now, these people also, they care a lot about doing good for the world and putting good things out there. They have big dreams. They might care a lot about utopia and like what is the best thing to bring to people, but their ideas of what utopia is going to be largely based on their own energy, what they feel, what they experience, what they have run into. They don't have any experience to go off of. They only go off of what they've run into and what they've known themselves. So these kind of people, they do approach helping people based on their own instincts, and they do nurture well. They're very nurturing, and they have a lot of energy for nurturing people. They just have to be aware of what is it that people need. And they do think about that a lot. And these people, they might have moved around a lot as well. The 11th house, it's known for a lot of changes and upheavals, and the goal of the 11th house is to pick it up and move it forward. But that's not always the case. So with these people, it's best if they roll with that moving forward. And with the moon, you tend to find that the moon in your chart makes you react to things on a more daily level. The moon changes very often, so these people might change even more often than most people. And their emotions too, they might get fired up about something very unexpectedly. You might not be sure why you're getting upset about something, but it's upsetting you, and it's up to you as an Aries Moon 11th house to figure out why and to address that. Now, when it comes to the actual emotional expression of Aries Moon in the 11th house, these people, they tend to, while they have very raw, passionate, fiery emotions, Aries is a very fiery sign. So we have the moon, the actor, the emotions. It's acting through Aries, which is fire, but it's in the 11th house. In the 11th house, it's an air house. It's not something that is very watery and emotional. It's not. It would rather deal with emotions on an intellectual level, and how can I question and probe and get to the bottom of these emotions I'm feeling in a way that will allow me to move on from them. 11th house does not want to hold on. It does not want to attach. It doesn't. It wants to let go. It wants to move on. So these people, the moon and Aries, they're going to be passionate about their emotions, but they're going to figure their emotions out, and then they're going to move on. So it's going to be something that in the moment they're stricken by, but the 11th house is going to move them forward. It's going to move them forward. It's going to move them forward. So as long as these people are okay with their emotional energy, this is going to work out for them in the long run. They just have to be comfortable with whatever they feel, and comfortable enough that they can deal with it in their own way. Excuse me. They're going to have an emotional approach to, they're going to have an approach to emotions that's different than other people. It's going to be emotions that, they're going to deal with their emotions in a way that they need the space and the freedom to be them, to do them. The 11th house is unique. It's not something that, repeats what everybody else does. And Aries is unique as well because it's the pioneering sign. There's no experience before it. So these people just naturally themselves have a strong desire to stand out and a strong desire to move forward. And the best way to do that for these people is just to deal with their emotions head on, be willing to tackle them, get to the heart of them, and move on from them, let them go. And that's just how they deal with their emotions. And it's a really cool way. But if you're around people who are very emotional, it can be kind of hard to deal with because they're ready to move on, and someone's bringing emotions down. It kind of drags them back. So you have to find a balance there, especially with if you're watching this for someone who has this placement and you're an emotional person, and they don't relate to your emotions as well. That could be why. They understand what people need on a physical level, but emotionally, when it comes to what people need on a deep depth level, they're not as in tune with. So they can know instinctually, oh, you need this, this, and this to help you with this, this, and this. But when it comes to like healing on a soul level or whatever, that's not their forte. And that's okay. Not everybody's forte is that. And they might have other things in their chart that kind of plays out. But emotionally, very driven, very passionate about their friends, about their groups, their networks, their causes. If they have any passionate desires about humanitarian issues, they will be passionate about them, and they will make that a part of their comfort zone to work on those issues and help people out. People are very brave though. They're not ones to like stick in their comfort zone at all. That's a good thing. It's really, really, really good thing. Now these people might actually find as well that they're very intuitive, and the intuition that they have, again, there's no roadmap for that. They have to kind of discover their own intuition, their own drive, their own pull on their own. And these people, they benefit really well from following their gut. Because the 11th house is the support from the universe. It's your networks, your connections, the people you know, and how you can use that to your benefit. And it's unexpected, so it's always like, how does this, sorry, it was 11:11 on my clock and I was noticing it. But how does this energy come in to your life in an unexpected way, and how does it move you forward? 11th house is kind of like the web of life. Things just work out and they just do, and it's how do they do that, and it just does. It doesn't matter, it just does. And so Aries Moon people in the 11th house, they do get to tap into that energy and find a home there. They get to emotionally find their identity through connecting to this web of life. But yes, that's basically the moon in Aries in the 11th house. If you have any questions about them, please feel free to leave comments in the comment section. And if you're interested in reading, please message me for reading. I will put all the information on that in the description, and I will talk to you guys later.